All right. Happy Saturday. Thanks for stopping by. So no solar panel review today. It's all rainy today. It just slacked up for a minute, so we're going to get out here and we're going to start prepping the buddy heater. So this is where I keep my buddy heater, tucked back there against the wall behind the cabinets. Just pull out a drawer or two, get to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount a board to the back of the buddy heater, and it's going to mount right here. You can see where I hooked it here last year. But since I'm going to have a table coming out above this, I'm going to have to put the buddy heater on a hinge so it can swing inward toward that cabinet there. So when it's in use, it'll actually be heating toward the interior, the center of the van, not toward the front. So that's the project we're going to do today. So I've got an assortment of scrap boards here that I'll be using to use as the back plate on the buddy heater. And we'll just see, maybe we'll do a template today just to get an idea of how this is going to work. And then we'll smooth out the rough edges maybe tomorrow. So last year, this is the way the buddy heater mounted. It just hooked on those screws and it sits like this. So the plan is to have it on a swivel to where it'll actually pivot in like this from here to here when in use. So I'm just going to mount a back plate on it, put a hinge here, and it'll swing open when you're using it. I would like it at an angle about like that, I think, when in use. I will have to put a piece of Reflectix on the side of the fridge there because I don't want too much heat going right at the fridge, you know. So I think I did that last winter. I do think I have a piece under the bed where I covered the edge of the fridge up just so it reflect that direct radiant heat. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so I've got my back plate mounted on there, my piece of scrap wood. There's the screw there, screw there. I'm actually going to have to add another plate to this area that goes vertical, top to bottom. But that mounts there, that mounts there, and it'll hang just like that. Wow, that was perfect measurement because it actually holds itself on without sliding down. All right, good job, Maddie. Now we'll need to get some hinges. I'll have to run to Walmart or somewhere and get a pair of hinges. And we will mount one here and one here. And that way we will have a door and the buddy heater will swing out when I need it. Swings back in because there's going to be a table here above it. So that's why I need to swing out while in use. All right, so where were we? You know, that's always fun when you got to stop in the middle of a project and go to the store. You know, if I wasn't house sitting right now, I'd be doing this project in the parking lot of the Home Depot. And it wouldn't be so bad just having to walk inside to get, you know, parts and stuff. But that was annoying, having to go all the way to Walmart to get these hinges. I also picked up a new cutting board and a baking sheet. You know, I use a baking sheet as a plate. Makes a great lap tray too. So I'm going to mount these hinges onto my back plate and then onto there. And I guess I'll have to break for that and we'll be back to show you the finished rough cut project. All right, so we've got our little hinge put together here, and I put this table in here just to demo it. It's going to be something like this. I'm going to have a table coming out of here, probably only going to have one leg under here that'll go down into the trough here, but it'll fold up and down when needed. So I wanted to show you the buddy heater is now on a hinge, so I can swing it in and out. I'd probably like to have it like right there while in use, And even if I have to have another leg back here, it's not going to hit that. So let me show you what it would look like with it fastened back in its traveling position. Yeah, so it's just mounted like it always was, but now it's on a hinge where it can swing out. I'm gonna have to put a little fastener here. And imagine, if you can, a table coming off of here to about right here. I guess it'd be about 16 inches this way, 16 inches front to back. And I'll just have one leg that comes down that stabilizes it. And it'll just flip up out of the way when not needed. I thought about mounting it to the door, flipping it out that way. That's a possibility. See, having it mounted here and having it flipped up when not in use, flipped down when in use. We'll see. But I do like the size of this little TV table here. This would be just about perfect. Yeah. So I might just end up getting one of these. This is one here that they have here at the house sitting place. I just brought it out here for demo. But you can get these at Walmart for 10 bucks or at thrift stores. And I would take it and modify it. You know, I'd have one fold out leg that come down on the end. And the great thing is, when the table is pulled out, I can just swing the buddy heater out that way. So the heat from the buddy heater wouldn't come directly up under the table. You know, it probably wouldn't hurt anything if the table was, you know, this high or so. But then again, I kind of like have my heat source directed in to the van instead of out toward the door. You just lose too much heat this way. I'm going to have to make a little clasp here because the weight of the buddy heater wants to pull it naturally away. So I'll build a little hook and lock right there, and we're all set for winter. All right, take care, be well, smash that bell.